So could you please introduce yourself?
I am Dhanpat Singh. I am an IS officer of 1985 batch Haryana cadre. Currently, I am serving as Additional Chief Secretary to Government of Haryana, Housing Department.
Sure, sir. So what is your major takeaway from this year's National Urban Development Summit?
It's a very good initiative. It focuses on various areas which encompass sustainable development. And since my area of present work is housing for all, and I am really impressed, they are taking so many initiatives, including water conservation, housing for poor, housing for needy, and several other aspects of sustainable living.
Sure. So as you mentioned about the initiatives in your department, could you please highlight us more about what are the initiatives, the government schemes that are going on, and also how do you actually manage to make an entire development in a city like Haryana? What is your take on that?
Like the state government's motto is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, and now they have also added Sabka Vishwas. So Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, everybody's taken together and everybody's development. That should also include marginalized sections of the society. We in the rush of development, we forget about common people, common men and common women, ready fadi wala, rickshaw wala, industrial worker, structural worker, construction worker, the people who work for us in our homes, ayas, maids, bais, bahadurs, and domestic helps, safai karmi, etc. We do not really care where do they go after finishing their job in our houses, and where do they go to live and where do they come from. So housing for the most marginalized sections of the society is need of the hour. I always focus on that, because Antyodaya would be possible only when people will not have this worry of not having a roof over their head. Roof not only gives you protection from elements like sun, weather, and rain, wind, etc. It also gives you protection, safety, security, and also dignity. So when a person from a juggi, he leaves or she leaves in the morning, they do not know how their children will be taken care of. All kind of antisocial elements, indulge in all kind of wrong things. And when they come back, they are not even sure that the shanty which they left behind will not be razed to the ground by the municipal bodies or by the authorities. So until and unless we take care of these people, sustainable development would be a far-fetched goal. So, of course, other aspects are taken care of by different speakers, but my main focus was on this.
So, as you rightly mentioned, that it has been a long challenge of not focusing the poor people today, and common people are actually getting neglected on this. Yeah. So, what are the measures, the schemes, and initiatives taken by your department to actually provide housing for all, specifically for the rural people?
Housing for all by 2022 Government of India scheme is one good step in that direction. Prime Minister's Awas Yojana is also another good step in that direction. But still, I would still say these are also the schemes mostly targeted at middle class and lower middle class. The people in the bottom, at the bottom of the row, they would still be untouched by this. So housing boards of different state governments or urban development departments of different state governments and the central government will have to come to their rescue, to their help, by designing small houses which is within their affordable means, maybe by rental income or by way of some subsidy, and a small EMI that would help. Ashiana homes constructed by Haryana government for slum dwellers is one step in that direction. Haryana Housing Board is also doing a lot of good work in this regard by providing EWS housing, LIG housing, housing for BPL, and we are also serving another segment, that is serving and ex-servicemen up to the rank of JCOs. Okay. So these are the sections which otherwise are neglected many times in our major schemes.
So as you rightly mentioned, and it's a commendable thing that your department is actually looking forward to actually provide proper housing to the poor people. So what are the challenges you have faced, your department has faced till now in this regard?
Availability of land is a major, because Haryana land is very, very costly. So, but if all the builders, all the promoters of urban development, they have a corporate social responsibility. And by law also they are required to give 20% of housing for the EWS people. If they rightly and sincerely do that, housing board can come and join hands with them. If they provide us land, rest of the things we are able to take along. We are doing this in two major cities of Faridabad and Gurugram. We are also taking up in other cities also, Sonipat, Panchkula, Rewari also. And even we have gone to the villages where a village panchayat is willing to provide land for the needy and poor and defense personnel. We are ready to construct houses for no profit, no loss. So one panchayat came with this proposal, and we have constructed houses, and ex-servicemen are living there very happily.
Okay. So what are the future projects for your department to actually provide housing to all, and especially for the poor people?
Actually, our mandate is very limited, because we do not acquire land on our own. So we are given land either by HUDA or Haryana Shahri Vikas Pradhikaran, as they call it now, or Urban Local Bodies Department, even Rural Development Department, or Town and Country Planning Department. So, and our job is to construct affordable housing over that, mainly for the EWS, BPL families, low income group people, also to some percentage for MIG people, and also for ex-servicemen serving defense personnel.
Sure. Thank you so much, sir. It is a pleasure talking to you. And I must say, I've taken so many interviews, and the focus has always been on the rich and the middle class. And I guess the only good thing about even you said about the PMAY was that even that is still not focused. So that's a great initiative, sir. And it was a lovely meeting you, seriously.
Thank you so much,
sir.